mean, that's a good thing. Eventually, it will be a good thing. So I actually kind of like it. I mean, I will like it in the future. Right now, I'm not a really big fan of it, but I'm sure I will like it in the future. I was also born in Estonia, in Pärnu, but since it doesn't really show up when you do the full chart, you can just write in Tallinn because it's the same time zone and it makes no difference. I was also born at 10 p.m. My mother wrote all the things. I was about like 3 kilograms or something when I was born. I was the biggest baby she's ever had, and I am still the biggest baby she has ever had. Because my sister and my brother are both shorter than me by quite a bit. But not like quite a bit, but enough. Like I think I'm around 8 centimeters taller than my brother, and like over 10 centimeters taller than my sister. I'm also taller than my dad. He is very short, so I was very lucky. Since my dad and my mom are both like incredibly short. My mom is like 158 centimeters, and my dad is 163 centimeters, and I am 178 centimeters. Quite a bit of a a difference. Because of that, I was also like interested in knowing my origin, because I was thinking like, yo, maybe they're not my mom and dad. So I did some digging, and it turns out they are still my mom and dad. I just got really lucky. I mean, I always played sports and stuff, so I think that also played a good role, and I ate some good food. But I think that only gave me like 3 centimeters max. To my height. I think I just was destined to be this height, which is not very tall, but compared to my mom and dad and my siblings, it's incredibly tall, and I'm very satisfied with my tallness according to the scale. If I'm comparing myself to my people. So I'm very happy about that. Also, it's also like a few centimeters shorter than the average height, male height in Estonia. We Estonians are pretty tall. I mean, I don't mean like Icelandic tall, but still taller than most like people in the world. So, if I take into account every single nation in the world, then I am still above average, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, a Scorpio. I am a Scorpio, so that usually means I am very intense, full of mystery, and very loyal. Can be very revengeful, sometimes controlling, but also like hold the friendships, like very close friendships. And what else? What else? Very passionate. Yeah. But since I'm like one or two of those things, I don't really believe in in that. So, in my opinion, they just take everything that is very similar or what you'd like to be, overall, and then they say that you are that, and take like very similar characteristics of every person in the world, and they're like, yeah, I guess I'm like that, I guess I'm like that. So a lot of things don't really fit. rising sign was, I think, Leo, so it makes sense, according to them, because Leo and Scorpios are pretty opposite, to be honest. So I may come across differently according to the chart than what I am or something. But it still doesn't fit really. So even the rising sign, that just doesn't fit. But yeah, if you want to see my full chart, and you can go. You have the necessary qualities. The information is all there. So yeah, I'd like to visit Iceland. I've already said that in my gaming channel and stuff. But I'd really love to visit Iceland. Something about it is very otherworldly. My apologies. There aren't a lot of trees or any trees whatsoever. It's like very empty but beautiful at the same time. The sights are sights to be seen. The sights to be sighting. I just saw the Walter Mitty movie in the cinemas when it came out with my mom. And I really wanted to visit Iceland after that, so it looked like a very beautiful place. And if I have the money, someday I will definitely go visit that place. Because it's beautiful. And I'd also like to visit New Zealand. Also because of its nature. There are a lot more trees in there, though, compared to Iceland. So I guess Iceland is more of a fairy tale like land, while New Zealand is more down to earth, but also with very cool sights. Like I'd like to visit the Hobbit place and the mountains. It just looks so beautiful. I am a very big fan of islands, like very isolated islands. I think they look just the best, the most aesthetic compared to like other countries and lands. Besides Australia, of course, because that place is too big of an island. It doesn't feel like an island to me because it's just so big. But it is an island, so. And also there are like too many poisonous things in there. So I'm scared to go there. But it will be pretty cool, I'm pretty sure. But yes, I am terrified of Australia. Also would like to visit Hawaii. There was one island, I think it was Kauai. But it's a bit too hot in there. I don't really like the hotness. I can't stand hotness because I'm always hot. I'm always like burning up even if it's cold outside, so I am generally like a very hot person. You know what I mean. Just I sleep in winter with just a blanket, and even then, half of the blanket has to be off, or it's uncomfortable. By blanket, I mean a sheet. You know, a sheet when you put down on a bed and then you put the thing on, which I forgot what was in English. In Estonian, it's called deck. You know, the sheet is the part that's the thin part. You know, so you don't mess up the bed. And the other one that goes over you. But I use the sheet as the thing that goes over you. I'm not sure if it's called a blanket or not. So I use that at winter when it's really cold, but it's still like super hot for me. And at summer, I don't use anything on my body. I just sleep, and it's amazing. I also sleep with got off track. I got sidetracked. I don't know what I was talking about. New Zealand, yeah. Iceland, New Zealand, Hawaii. What else was? I'd also like to visit. I'm scared of America. I'm not gonna. I'm just so scared. I know, probably the news and stuff are overdoing it, but I am absolutely terrified of America. I'm not sure if I'm going there. There are so many cool things to visit and see, but the crime rate it just scares me, and the people there sometimes scare me as well. I've seen like videos on Instagram. I know they're from Americans, and the culture differences in terms of like, I don't know, everything really. It just doesn't go align with my values most of the time. Of course, everyone is different, but overall, I see those Instagram reels all the time. You know, those are. I feel like they're almost purposely made for provoking. Because there's like no way some people are that stupid. So it could be because of popularity, so it could be just a social media thing. They're just trying to gain followers by provoking and doing like insane, intense stuff. But still, America just scares me to death. So I'm not sure I want to go there. Canada, however, I would like to visit Canada. I have seen some scenic scenes from Supernatural. They were in Canada. A lot of trees and roads. I love when they're just roads, right? Just roads and a lot of trees around. Nothing else between, just roads and trees. Something very aesthetic about that. That you can just, get lost in the woods, so called. And I loved the early seasons of Supernatural when you, it felt more atmospheric in a way. And also, I think like Supernatural's first five seasons were amazing, and after that it kind of went downhill. Story-wise, it was really good, and like it felt scary at times. Even I loved the Bloody Mary episode. I was like, yes, Supernatural, let's go. This is amazing. And but afterwards, I don't know, just kind of felt like everyone was a pushover in later seasons, and the story didn't really wasn't really connected to a lot of things. It just felt like lackluster afterwards. Like the first 5 seasons, at least, there was some type of consistency, and that was good. And first 2 seasons are like the scariest in my opinion. A lot of scary things happening. I like the scarecrow and like the what's the words I'm looking for? Legends, like legends, stories of like legends, and they're pretty much hunting them, like Bloody Mary, Scarecrow. There are a lot of different things I don't really remember, but those are the 2 I remember right now. So I like that they were hunting them, and they kind of gave this certain atmosphere to the genre. So I should probably replay that show again, because it was so good. The first 5 seasons, I did watch all of them, and there were some good episodes, but overall, after season 5, it just kind of fell off, in my opinion. But I love the actors so much, so I kept on watching it. Jensen Ackles, what a goddamn hottie, right? Jared Padalecki, he looked really good in season 5 and 6, especially 6. I think there was a shirtless scene, so it was like, also he was soulless in that season. season 3, everything just fell apart. I just stopped watching it after season 5, I think. It was just horrible. Oh my god. Horrendous. I don't know what the hell happened, but oh my god. I don't want to think about it or watch it ever again. What else do I watch? Stranger Things, yeah. That's been great overall all the time. Some seasons are a bit weaker than the others, but overall, I like all of the seasons. And I'm waiting for the final season. And I was actually very surprised with season 4, I think it was, with the gore. When first time when that girl died, I was like, yo, they really up their antics. Holy shit. It was crazy. I was actually a bit shocked. I was like, yo, this made me feel some things. And I don't respond to horror that much anymore. I'm desensitized to horror. So like, yo, this is pretty goddamn cool. But I don't think I have any other shows really that I'm like super passionate about that I have watched or want to watch. Yeah, nothing really comes to mind. Oh, Counting of Hill House was pretty good. I like the atmosphere in that one. They did a really nice job. Too bad it's actually not. I was going to say like too bad it lasted only not that long and there was only like one season. I mean, this second season is basically happening, but it's not the same thing. I think it's better that it just was short and sweet rather than them ruining the whole thing afterwards. Yeah. And movies, I don't really watch movies that much anymore. I just watch shows because I want to get invested in the whole story and I want it to be like big and good. I feel like movies aren't long enough to appreciate the whole thing. I did watch the latest Avatar, which was pretty alright, and that was quite long. So in that movie, I guess I got invested. So, but that was pretty long, so that's why I probably got invested. But I don't really watch movies that much anymore. It's like the worst because it's long but short at the same time, you know. TV series are like short, but there's more of them. So you can watch one and you're like, okay, I watched it all. I can stop now. Not that much time has been wasted. I can still do other things, and yet there's still so much more to the story and lore of the series. So I can keep on watching that later, but with movies, like, it's very long, and if you watch it all, that's it. But it's not like long enough because you don't understand. You can't really build characters that much with one movie. So it's like it's gonna waste a lot of time, and the payoff is not gonna be worth it since there's not more to discover. And you can't really pause in the middle of the movie as well because it takes away the feeling. But with the series, you can just see one, and they purposely end it, and it's like a calculated thing at a certain point. So you can just stop and watch the other ones afterwards. But with a movie, you can't really do that. So that's why I kind of have not been seeing a lot of movies lately. Although I do have some in my list, but you know, I'm not really excited about them. Also have some games that I'm excited about. Not a lot of games. I even was contemplating on removing my gaming channel because there were just not good games around anymore that I was really like interested about. I'm sure they're like good games, but I'm just not interested in most of them. I am looking forward to Alan Wake least for like a decade. So I'm looking forward to that. I am also liking the atmosphere of Silent Hill 2 remake. So, but I don't like the puzzles because I did try the original and I got stuck in the puzzles, and so that was a bit, yeah. So I didn't really finish it. But it's frustrating for me to stay stuck in one place for too long, you know. So I like games where I can just progress easily, and that's why I don't like mazes, because I'm always like stuck. Like, where do I have to go? It's not scary to me. It's just very annoying. It's like it's just an inconvenience, not like an actual scary thing that is happening to me. That's why I don't really play horror games that much anymore. I just play horror games for the atmosphere, because most of the games don't just, well, like, honestly, most of them, I mean, like, none of the games really scare me anymore. I like the Amnesia: The Dark Descent. That still is amazing. I like the atmosphere in that game. I like the soundtrack. The soundtrack is, for some reason, very calming to me. Other people are saying like, "Yo, what is wrong with you? This is a scary game. Are you a psychopath?" And it is calming to you, and the answer is maybe. But I still like the game, so, and I sometimes still play it for the atmosphere and the nostalgia I had for it. I didn't like the latest Amnesia. They did like do other things like grenades and building, and using your environments to destroy things, which is really good, but you're being stuck in one place basically the entire time, and the monster is in there all the time, and it's like, it's just an inconvenience to me. It doesn't really add to the atmosphere that much. For me personally, I know a lot of people like the game, but I think I've rambled enough. I'm hoping you found this relaxing. Maybe you're already asleep. Who knows? It is a bit of a longer one, so yeah. But I think I am going to go. Has been nice. Has been nice. I'll see you when I see you, which might be in a week from now.